Cert folklore often includes warnings about voices without bodies. Some experts offer a scientific explanation. They say sound can travel unusually far across flat land at night, a phenomenon known as temperature inversion. This could carry voices for miles beyond their source, making them seem to come from nowhere. That explanation fits many accounts, but it does not explain why the sound seemed to move to react to his presence. He retreated toward his car, suddenly aware of how exposed he was, a single figure in an ocean of darkness. The crying followed him, never getting louder, never getting quieter, just present. It was like a shadow made of sound. He reached the driver's door and hesitated, his hand trembling on the handle. And that was when the crying stopped. In its place came a whisper. "Don't leave." The words were not shouted. They were spoken calmly, almost gently, as if from someone standing just outside his field of vision, right over his shoulder. He ripped the door open, threw himself inside, and locked it. The engine started on the first try, a sound he had never been so grateful to hear. The moment he pulled back onto the road, the sound vanished completely. There was no echo, no fading away. It was just an absence. Silence rushed back in to fill the void. He drove without stopping, his eyes locked on the road ahead, until he finally reached the bright, comforting lights of the highway. Later, he found himself at a remote gas station, filling his tank under the buzzing fluorescent lights. Needing to tell someone, he mentioned the experience to the local man working the counter. The man listened without interrupting, his face unreadable. When the story was finished, he just nodded slowly. "Yeah," he said, wiping down the counter with a rag. "People hear her out there. Who?" The driver asked, his voice still shaky. "The crying woman," the local replied. "Some say she's a lost traveler from long ago. Some say she never was a person at all." The driver had to ask, "Has anyone ever found her?" The man shook his head, his expression serious. "People who go looking don't find anything, or they don't talk about it afterward." And this is where the story blurs, where fact ends and folklore takes over. Some versions of the legend claim the crying woman appears to test travelers. Those who leave are spared, but those who follow her voice are led deeper and deeper into the desert, never to be seen again. Others say the sound isn't a ghost at all, but belongs to the land itself, a memory shaped by wind and silence into something that sounds human. There are no official records of anyone disappearing directly because of this voice. No park ranger warnings mention a crying sound in the night. Rangers will explain such experiences through acoustics, the psychological effects of isolation, and the mind's tendency to create patterns in unfamiliar silence. All reasonable explanations, all perfectly logical,